This content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no
a
one.
second.
Oh, no.
We return to our planet. The High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world.
I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings again, this is SeptumSin with SeptumSin versus the world. I'm here, of course, with Ozzy, as always. Ozzy seems to be becoming my assistant when it comes to these videos. He's a good boy. He does like to be in with us and get some attention. So today, we are looking at the letter V. If all things go well, oddly enough, W is supposed to be a live stream, but we don't know whether that's going to happen or not. So this might actually come before W, but I'm trying to go, of course, through the alphabet with the pickups I have so that I can do them from last to first, because it's easier if I hit those A's and numbers and symbols movies last. Then that means that I'll be able to sort them first. Is that right, Anderson? Yeah. Lots of cats. So let's talk about things. Now, we're going to start off with one that's a really cool one. It is a Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th fan film called Voorhees. I have not seen it, believe it or not, but I have heard a lot of good things about this one. I've heard it's pretty good. A lot of these fan films are there. This is one of the things we talk about copyright, and we've talked about that. I got the director's signature here on the inside. And, you know, yes, there are rules. And as I'm working on an Amityville project, which we'll be talking about in the future, not a movie. Well, it is a movie of sorts, but probably be exclusive to this channel. But there's an Amityville project I'm working on, and I was thinking about the rules that people like to follow. But if you're a micro-budget filmmaker, like the ones who made this, and I think it's Wet Paint Films, you're going to be able to break the rules a bit, because you're on such a small scale that there's no point in them suing you. So, again, you never know, but Voorhees is interesting. So this next one here is called Volumes of Blood. Another one that I got signed by the people involved, all of them. Special collector's edition, Kill Actors edition. So, it keeps like headbutting me. Alright, let's see here. Four college friends meet in Halloween night to create their own terrifying urban legend. Before the night is over, the terror may become all too real. So this is pretty cool. It looks interesting. I need to watch it in order to see whether I like it or not. There's a lot of these things that as I watch them, I'll be deciding whether I keep them in my collection. But this one looks like it may be a keeper. It's pretty awesome having all these signatures. There's a good time in my collecting that's been up to recent. Don't chew on that. Where I would basically support any collector I could. Or not collector, any filmmaker I could, any indie filmmaker, if the project looked okay. Those days are over because I am really strapped for cash. But I would tell you right now, if I was a billionaire, I would be spending a lot of money on these types of projects because I love micro-budget cinema and I love trying to help out. So, you know, these are interesting. Alright, so Volumes of Blood. Oh. So this next one here is a Shyamalan movie called The Visit, where these people come to visit their grandparents, but they're acting very strange, especially at night. I actually really liked this one. I thought it was well acted. It was very intense. It didn't rely on the patented twist that you're supposed to get from Shyamalan films. And it really did a great job for this. I think this is an amazing film of his. I really do feel like he hit pay dirt with this one, whereas I can't say that with a lot of others that he's done. You're just being like a big attention whore today. He loves his attention. I mean, if I went down just a little bit, you could probably see him. Alright, yep. So the next one here we've got is Zach Galifianakis in Visioneers. Alright, so, and this is, let's see here. I'm not sure if Hangover Part 2 is one of the best things to be putting forward. It says Office Space meets Brazil in an offbeat comedy. I'd be one to bet this is one I picked up at Dollar Tree a while back. Again, some of these I picked up years ago, and I'm finally trying to get rid of all of them. But not rid of, I'm trying to just force them all back into the collection instead of outside of it. So let's see here. George is stuck in a bleary job working as a mid-level manager at a surreal Jeffries Corporation. After employees begin spontaneously exploding as a result of their uneventful lives, George's doctor warns him that he doesn't get out of his rut, he could be the next one. Exploding? Whoa. That is odd. Alright, next up. So, I've talked about some of these. I really wanted the special edition of this series, but I mean, it sold out really immediately, and the only person that I said, there was a person, and I still will think about this because I thought it was ludicrous, because, you know, I was hooked up with somebody through Animazing who said, yeah, I'll trade for it, and I offered like several, you know, pretty cool trades. I said, no, I want the entire series of, what was it? I want all of Monogatari for it. I'm like, no, that's like over $1,000 worth of stuff. It's like, well, yeah, it's worth well over $1,000. Like, no, it's not. I could buy it for $300 if I wanted to, and I did not want to pay that. But that's Violet Evergarden. This is the movie, and I decided not to collect the special edition for any of these after that. I have not seen any of this, but they were working on this when that one dude came in and started doing terrible things at their program. The company that did this, I did want to support it still, and I've heard Violet Evergarden, though sad, is an amazing series, which I will see one of these days. Well, we have Vinland Saga 2, Part 1 and 2. This is another weird one, because the first one was done by Sentai, and the second season was released by Crunchyroll. I don't know much about this, and this is more of a medieval type series, and that's about it. That's all I know about it. I've heard it's good, so I went ahead and I picked it up a while back. So this one is one that I did like. I watched this, and this is another, another one of these Friday the 13th fan films called Victim No More. Now I have a t-shirt for it. I got this from Kickstarter. A friend of mine, Forrest, is in this. This is another one of those Friday the 13th fan films. It does a really good job of masking the feel of it. You do feel a little bit more of the lower budget nature of this. Voorhees a little bit better at seeming like one of the high budget films, but this one still does a great job. Still a great series, and I do like the concept of this one. If you haven't seen it yet, you should check out Victim No More. Alright, so those of you who like the original VHS Massacre, there is a VHS Massacre 2, TOO. Now, At last, the last stand of American exploitation film in a post-video store era. Media consolidation has led to censorship and near death of the independent and exploitation film industry. Joe Bob Briggs, Debbie Aochan, Lloyd Kaufman, and James Rolfe take us on an adventure that leads us to the last Blockbuster video store in Bend, Oregon. Now, this is kind of cool. I mean, again, physical media is important. I think it's one of the things that really helped underground cinema go. I disagree that low-budget cinema is dying because of that. I think that low-budget cinema is helping in a way to keep this stuff alive, but streaming is also a big boon to low-budget cinema. I don't like streaming, don't get me wrong, I prefer physical media, but I do feel like low-budget cinema is as alive as it ever has been, maybe even more so because more people can get their stuff out there, and as Hollywood is getting more and more crappy, things like trauma are more and more appreciated. Alright. So this next one here is an anime from Media Blasters called Very Private Lesson. A little sexy there. Takaro is a teacher at a local high school. He has a crush on Miss Satsuki, a fellow teacher, whom he hopes to someday marry. Then he meets Aya Shirabaka, whom he makes a favorable impression upon that she transfers into his class. Unfortunately, Aya's father is a very wealthy and powerful Yakuza boss who entrusts Tairaku to keep his daughter safe and pure, or else. To make his job more difficult, he must fend off the hordes of Aya's male and female admirers and struggle to resist Aya's constant passes at him. Now, he is a world of trouble. Very interesting concept there. I've heard a lot of good things about it. So, yeah. Alright. Now, this one I haven't seen, but I really love the original film in the series, and that is Friday the 13th Vengeance. So, Vengeance Bloodlines Part 2. Now, this is a series, again, I really loved this series. I saw the first film, and it's probably one of the most high body count fan film Friday the 13th ones there. Very well done. A lot about these survivors of Jason going after him. It introduces Jason's father. We know his mother, and this introduces his father into the fray. And I really do feel this one is an excellent series. If you haven't seen them, you should watch both Vengeance. I haven't seen part 2, but I'm sure it's going to be really good. I've been wanting to watch it with my wife, and then, we're going to wait for that one. Alright, another low-budget film. Boy, I am really getting into the micro-budgets today, aren't we? And that is Vengeance and a Six-Shooter. Now, this is by... I already recognize the name, so I know where this has come from. This is Matroja. After his girlfriend's overdose on heroism, Nick goes after the drug dealers that got her hooked. Okay, so now this is a short. They did a lot of their shorts in this. I'm very likely to keep these, but many of them are on their collections. I don't think this one is on their collection, so this one's probably going to stay where it is in the collection. But those that are on some of the collected discs will probably go into a storage area because I don't need to have it taken up. But I love Matroja stuff. Matroja is a great one. Alright, so let's talk about some trauma. Vegas in space. Doesn't this look cute right here? Would you change sex to save the universe? Starring drag legends Doris Fish and Miss X. So, how far would you go to save the universe? Would you change sex? Fabulous Captain Tracy Daniels would. To save the universe, she takes her fierce space crew to the Babe's Only World of Vegas in space. Transformed into showgirls from Earth, they must dance, dance, dance to save the universe. So this sounds like something that's very kind of cool. Could be trans-friendly, could not be, may not be trans-friendly. It depends on how they handle it. I mean, if it's an older one, you never know. But this is still pretty cool. Again, I like trauma stuff, so I'm sure I picked this up on the cheap somewhere, and now I will have to look at it, I'm sure. So far, I haven't seen hardly any of these here. I mean, and the ones I have seen, I definitely want to keep. All right, and here we are with another micro-budget feature, Variant, from Joe Meredith. Not recommended for persons under the age of 17. Yeah, obviously. So, this one I got from SOV Horror back when they were functional. The N-Corp series continues with this shot-on-video science fiction gore fest. A lethal alien embryo is used by a deranged man to release new infection that exceeds the malignancy of havoc pathogen, raising the mutant dead from their graves and unleashing a new breed of alien terror. Now, I am curious, of course, again, like anything, once I see it, I'll find out whether I want to keep it or not. But I love those micro-budget films. Now, here's one I've heard about, and I heard everybody loving this thing. So, when I found it, I was like, yeah, I gotta go ahead and get it. And that's Van Von Hunter. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about this. And if y'all have heard about any of these and you're like going, you really need to start prioritizing watching something here or there, let me know. Because obviously, I am apparently have not watched any of these. Let's see, I think the only one so far I have watched in this entire thing is The Visit. Oh, and Victim No More. Fandom may never be the same. What do the creators of Macross, a Japanese Star Wars mangaka, and an incredibly kawaii J-pop idol, Sasuke of Naruto, and the founder of Tokyopop all have in common? Van Von Hunter. This shocking true story follows the exploits of an unknown, unemployed evil vanquisher from his home in decay through an ill-fated gig in Hollywood to his surprising ascent to superstardom in Japan and his equally baffling disappearance of all of especially disappearance. It's all here. Again, I've heard a lot of fun things about this. There's a lot of friends of mine who really liked Van Von Hunter. This is 2010. Yeah. This one I think was sent to me. I'm not a huge vampire person, so I probably was sent this. And though I could have done it because of like on a full moon order, but this is Vampire Journals. Done by the Subspecies people. I don't know. I mean, vampire stuff is vampire stuff is vampire stuff. It's hit or miss for me, but we'll see if I like it. Speaking of, there's one from Shot on Video, no, SRS, called Vampire Cop. I just love the art on that one. And that's kind of cool. So, it's not easy being a cop, especially when you're a vampire cop, like Officer Lucas. But with the city taking the grip of a psycho drug kingpin, it's time to pull out all the stops and take a bite out of crime. The vampire cop. Alright. Let's see here. Another one that's a low-budget horror film. I have not seen this one yet, and I can tell that. But yeah, you can see, like, you got this and it's Valley of Carnage from Dungeon Entertainment. I don't even know how I got a hold of this. Maybe it's a Phil Herman project. I mean, it could be, because sometimes I bought stuff from him that's in this kind of format. I mean, those are hit or miss. We'll see if I like this one. I can't tell you. Alright, one I bought because Disney was going out of business, and I was just trying to get a lot of their stuff. I'm trying to keep a lot of the Disney cartoons just because they are important culturally. Just like I'll eventually see see and get Zootopia 2 when it releases. But this is Valiant, so this is about a bunch of carrier pigeons, and I've never seen it. It's one of those that I just looked at and went, So I'm not really, I'm still not looking forward to it. But I need to see it. And if I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, it's a Disney Movie Club exclusive, so since those are no longer in print, it'll be worth something to sell. Okay, another one I thought was interesting was a superhero film called Valentine. It's a Russian superhero film. That's about all I've got, really. I don't know much about it. Let's see here. Looks like there's more of a Batman-ish type thing going on. I will check it out. I mean, like I say, it looks like it could be fun. It could be enjoyable. I like superhero films, so this one might be up my alley. Alright, so the rest of this is just straight out VHS. So we went from stuff I haven't seen to I have seen every single one of these. So I'm just going to run through. VHS is one of those that I have kind of enjoyed. Their anthology series, and they're hit or miss, like any anthology series, but they each have at least one good one on it. And I do enjoy the series, and I do think that they're still enjoyable enough. Even the worst one's enjoyable enough to keep going. So, and I've seen all of them. I really want VHS Halloween to come out on physical soon, so that I can add that to the thing, because that one actually was really good, especially the one with the haunted house that comes to life. But I'm up to date otherwise. So, I mean, the most recent one was VHS Beyond. That's one right before Halloween was released. That's alien-centric. 85, which, 85 thing. 99. VHS Goes to Hell. VHS 94. See, they were going forward in time, they went back in time in 85. So, that's interesting there. And then finally, VHS Viral. Now, this one actually was probably considered one of the worst ones of the series, but it still had some stuff that I thought was valuable. So that's it. That's the letter V so far. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and share. And, of course, we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
SeptumSin versus the world. It's that place for all the boys and girls. You'll feel real safe, you'll feel real warm. It's a cozy place to ride out the storm. SeptumSin. SeptumSin and his best boy Jake see the trends that scare us every day. Physical media is going to the side. Doctor streaming will rule the world in time. SeptumSin versus the world. It's that place for all the boys and girls. You'll feel real safe, you'll feel real